Greetings and welcome to the very first devlog for the upcoming video game Defenders of the Light. We are a small group of indie game developers from all around the world that group together for the passion and love of game making. The team is composed of programmers, artists, writers, concept artists, voice actors and actresses. This game is a third-person sci-fi shooter set in the future. It is a narrative-driven, single-player experience that is played on two simultaneous campaigns. During the course of both campaigns, the player will be presented with options that will have an impact on the outcome of the story. Both campaigns are directly opposed to each other. This allows the player to experience and understand the two sides of the conflict, which will result in making the decision-making process much more difficult. What makes our game unique is that we try to stay away from the normal shooter formula, which places the main character as a one-man army against endless bad guys, whose evil motivations are as clear as a crystal. Our game will blur the line between good and bad. It will make the player analyze which actions to take and question whether or not those decisions were the right ones. Set in the distant future, humanity has just arrived into an intergalactic civil war between those who place humanity above all and those who want to preserve all life in the galaxy. The HPC is a democratic union that is focused on keeping humanity united and maintain all lesser races enslaved or extinct. The Dial is a dictatorship that uses the morality of its cause to wage war with the very government that fosters humanity. The following video shows a really fast overview of the game. Everything will be covered with much more detail in the next videos. All visuals currently shown does not represent the final art of the game. In fact, it is a collection of placeholder assets that the engine has as defaults. The game opens up with a standard menu. In here, we can see that the game has the common settings and exit buttons. When the play button is pressed, it takes the player into the campaign select menu. In here, the player can choose which campaign to play. The galaxy menu will appear on screen. Right now, the 4 planetary systems in which the game will take place appear as buttons. After a system is selected, the camera shows all the planets available on that system. Whenever a planet is selected, information about the planet and the mission will appear on screen. For this demo, the launch mission will be selected. The last menu allows the player to choose a class to play as well as pick a weapon to use during the mission. Information about the abilities of each class is displayed on the bottom of the screen. This is the Assault game mode, which is one of the side missions available in the game. In here, both factions start on dropships floating in the air. All units are launched towards the battlefield to fight. There is a cannon located at the center of the map. This cannon lies in an area that both teams try to control. Whenever a team has controlled this area for some time, the cannon shoots towards one of the dropships. The progress of the cannon is shown by 2 progress bars on top of the screen. The mission ends when all dropships from a faction are destroyed or the player dies. As a quick reminder, there are several features and details that are shown but not explained, such as weapons, classes, abilities, the other game modes, main missions, etc. Don't worry, this information will be addressed with much more detail on the next videos. We are constantly looking for new, passionate members. If you want to be a part of this team, head on to our webpage and fill an application form. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. All links are in the description below.